It's this thing acting the fool. Hey, hello. What the item said? All right, here we go.
free the mind, free the mind. There's are many shows on the airwaves, but not like free your mind. Since the FM dial, you will find none like free your mind. From the ghetto to the office, hustlers, students, and college. From the fuse to parliament, oh, the free the mind. Time is 4 o'clock. I got to free my mind. Got that free soul. The real is you. The time is 4 o'clock. I got to free my mind. Got that free soul. The real is you. It's about that time. Oh, got free my mind. It's about that time. Oh, got free my mind. It's about that time. Oh, got free my mind. It's about that time. Oh, got free my mind.
Star 106 hits. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy end of the month of October. And of course, I guess I got to say happy Halloween to everybody that decides to celebrate. Yes, indeed. It is the 31st day of October, the last day of the month, first of the month tomorrow, rent due. Oh my goodness gracious. Happy Tuesday to each and all. Good to have you in my company as always. All right, I am the natural empress. And it's always good to be in your company on a Trapsy Tuesday. Yes, indeed. I got to say thank you to all of those that make it possible. Thank you to CFAL, the Cleveland Clinic. Thank you to Costrite, and of course, KFC. All right. Good afternoon to each and all locked and loaded. Star 106 and Natural Empress on Facebook, as well as everybody tuned in channel 976 on cable. And of course, old fashioned, you can't beat it. On the FM band, turn on your knob, 106.5 on the FM band. All right. So guess what? Got a crazy one for you today, as today is the last day of the month. But what I'm going to do to get you into, I guess, not necessarily the mood, but just to give you a heads up on where I'm going with this. Here's some Stevie Wonder right here. Superstition right here on your hit station. Well, I gotta turn on my. All right. What you know about Kevon? About classic. What you know about this? That Stevie Wonder. I can't even think to play this one out loud. But boy, I got one for y'all. All right. So I gonna let this one play into the commercial. So I could get to where I need to. So how many of y'all in Trapsy and putting a big artist to perform? Wow. 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 Kevon, like when I look up, I wasn't expecting that, that kind of way. Like, but he was always hit me left field, bro. Like, boy, guess what? I'll say this to you. I'll say it nicely. you can, you don't think, first and foremost, you don't think that's big enough, is what you're saying? Or you just feel, based on the caliber of artists, that it should be maybe inside the stadium? Who's to say they didn't try? Who's to say that the stadium said no? I mean, I'm just saying, we don't have, we don't have many venues in Nassau, much less the Bahamas, to pick, choose, and refuse. All right. So I just trying to figure out if you're saying that, oh, you don't think it's big enough. Okay. So inside the stadium. But maybe the stadium is saying, no, we don't want what could be possibly the biggest crowd ever to destroy our turf. You never, you don't know. But you know what? Just because you bring it to light, I'm going to find out, because that's what I do. Guess who's here? She trying to put down this log like she knows she got to plug up on a Tuesday. She know what time it is. So we got, it's Trapsy Tuesday. What did you think? Yeah. So I'm going to do the traffic right now. Star 106 hits. Yes, indeed. Little superstition. Stevie Wonder. 15 minutes after the hour, 4 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get into it when we get back. I've got our Eye in the Sky traffic report coming to you. We got to find out what's happening. I guess we won't find out what's happening on the streets right now, but we got that coming for you during the course of the hour. All right, so keep it locked. We got more Free Your Mind right here on Star 106 Hits. Dude, you better be glad I smooth, King.
What's this?
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know what this is. I shouldn't have touched that.
Beats. Boy, come here, boy. Boy, this serious, boy. This ain't no joke.
Because
I am. No,
I hope that's not what I think it is.
You still putting in the traffic? I just put it in the. Oh.
Oh. Okay, I'm first touch it too.
I'm scared.
What is that?
Is this contract?
Is that?
Yeah, and your fingertips all over it.
I think it's on it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you talking about this?
No, I talking about this.
I found that right there.
It's only either two. Lord, you're dangerous. I know, right?
Because I was like, I thought that was it. I thought it was.
This is not mine.
But it's mine.
I know.
Wow. What a trend.
That's what
And then you know what she remind me of? The little babies who find things like a condom.
Right
Right
there.
there.
Because I look at this and I was like, that cannot be what I think it is.
Hold on.
So that's why I say,
Well,
what?
find out.
What
I
is
want to know.
that?
I want to know. I want to know. Otherwise, I tell it.
Because I saw it's like, that can't be.
What you think it is, right?
Yeah, because like, it looks so small.
I know what that is.
How you mean? Me or her?
I mean, if
She didn't. She wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure because
You
this
don't
guy
think
that
you don't think
small?
that the sports center big enough for Berna? This is an off the air question.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, go ahead. Who looking like fall? You want to see Biscuit? Biscuit looking like Halloween. Biscuit look like Halloween. She have an she have on devil hairs, y'all.
They're
I
horns.
just catch on.
They're horns. They're horns.
This is my last day of fall. You won't see me do another brown.
I thought that these were cat ears. It's like,
They ain't no cat ears, boy.
they're
They devil horns,
horns.
boy.
Say they're horns. God, Kelly's.
You of all, what, I can put you on blast one time.
But for going to cat, like, cause Another store that I was going to was closed already. Kelly's was the only place.
Star 106 hits. Welcome back. Free your mind. Trapsy Tuesday. Biscuit, Devil Biscuit, Biscuit the Devil is in the building. And, Biscuit came up in here with some devil horns. So I'm just trying to figure out of all the Halloween costumes available to the world. Because Amazon is at your fingertips.
That is true.
All
This is
right.
a last minute
Walmart is to
decision
your
yesterday.
fingertips. Locally, you have some places that you could stop in, and of all the things you thought of being, you
It
thought
was
of
a
being a devil.
this was a last minute decision.
Of all the things, I ask you again, of all the things you could have thrown together, made by hand, if you didn't want to purchase, you thought devil. Any particular reason why you would,
funny thing
like,
is
you couldn't get me to wear that if you paid
the
me?
funny thing is that I bought this and a witch's hat.
Oh, see, you got
I
the lesser two
I
evils.
chose the horse because the horse looked better in my head this morning. So
So it's either, so what happened to the days of wanting to be princesses and fairies and
oh no.
mermaids and bumblebees and nice things? You went from witch or devil, devil witch.
I mean, those that really know me, they know that I don't really go for the princessy fairy
Neither do
thing.
I, but I be a pop star, rock star. I can do something, but not no devil
But
there. But
again, this was a last
all
minute.
right, devil
This is a
biscuit.
last minute thing. I wonder if I should actually show my face
Yes,
this
I
one
think, yeah,
time.
they
This
want to
one time.
see you. Y'all, I want y'all on the Facebook feed to see. She says that she's a cute devil. I don't know if there's such a thing as a cute devil. A devil will always be a devil. But anyway, let me get into today's topic, boy, because this one is rough. It's I started out with playing Stevie Wonder's Superstition. And one thing about us Bahamians, for a fact, no guessing, we are possibly the most superstitious people ever. And you don't realize that a lot of things that you see as superstitious have been passed on from generation to generation. Some of us do some things or don't do some things simply because we've grown up in a household where certain things are done or certain things
Mm-hmm.
are not done without any clear explanation as to why we do or don't do certain things. I'll start off like, you ain't gonna get me to rest my bag on the ground. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
No.
there's no proven fact that by doing this you will be broke, right? And there is no fact by not doing this that you will always have.
Mm-hmm.
But what is sure is that because we've seen our parents do it and our grandparents do it, we follow suit. We don't necessarily question whether or not we believe or disbelief, or there's disbelief in the things that we do. All
Mm-hmm.
right, it's the same way a lot of people are politically affiliated based on what they've seen. I've always
Yeah.
seen this color in my house, so this is what I will go with. I don't know none of the
Yeah.
candidates. I don't know none of them, but I know my family votes for this color.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I say all of that to say this as I welcome today's craziness, right? This young man, no BT wants to stick around for this. This young man,
Come.
right? Come in. This young man found out, and this is the thing now. He's trying to all right. So what happened is this young man found out that his woman was doing something to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot of times when people talk about superstitions and talk about, obia and this, witchcraft and all these different things, most of the time, a lot of people use it for bad things,
Yeah.
for evil. Um, you don't want to see nobody prosper, so you do things to be a stumbling block in their way. Now, this young lady decided that, she felt like she was losing her grip on him
Mm-hmm.
and did something to keep him. Now, he found out based on seeing some stuff in the house caught up on. And of course, when he cornered her as to what it is that she was doing, she confessed. She simply confessed and said, I felt as if I was losing you, and I don't want to simply lose you. She was straight up.
I mean, like you can talk this out
No, she
before
do
you
some
go on
stuff.
to the
She
whole
did.
bed.
I won't say what she do, right? But it was obvious that she had done some things to try to keep him.
No,
And he said he was one. He actually believed it because he said, many times he wanted to leave her for several things, right?
Mhm.
He didn't think the relationship was going in a direction where he saw a real future.
Yeah,
And he found himself, every time he keep what Jamie Foxx say, every time I keep you keep pulling me back,
yeah.
right? Like he felt some kind of force
Oh,
wheeling him
jeez.
into a situation where he no longer wanted to be in. Now here's where the problem comes in. And his mummy, a lot of times guys don't think, you guys will just run and tell your old lady everything that's going on based on a great relationship. I ain't wrong in that,
Mhm.
right? Guys will come back and tell the old lady things that, is going on in their life and not realize that old lady, she holding on to every single word.
Yeah.
All right. This ain't just you haphazardly having a conversation and she just gonna let it go.
No.
This dude got to tell his old lady that, he found some things and that homegirl, trying to I guess you call it fix him,
Yeah.
right? That's what it is. Because if she's doing some superstitious stuff
Superstition.
to keep him, it's still considered witchcraft, right? Whether you use it for,
And
is it witchcraft if you quote unquote she doing it for good for herself, right? Which is to keep him. Now the mummy now has intervened and is telling him to leave her
mhm.
because if anybody's going to go to this extent to keep you, then you don't want this person. Whereas he's seeing it as cute.
No.
Beats, have you found out
No, that's not cute.
that somebody is, it's no detriment to your health. It's not like she's trying to kill you, but she just felt as if she was losing him, simply put. And he found out, and now he's telling me that he kind of laughed it off, and that's why he told his mommy, because
Mm-hmm.
he's like, mommy, just in conversation, you can believe Biscuit do XYZ because she trying to hold me.
I
Would you find it cute?
well, I mean,
Would you find it desperate? Would you find it definitely as a red flag? Like, what? Why is this guy finding this funny?
I have to know what it is because I can't think of anything that a lady could do that anything that a lady could do to try and keep me that I'd be comfortable telling my mom. If you follow my
Well, if you
joke.
have a great relationship with your mom, like you basically could tell her anything.
No, no, some things you can't tell your mommy.
And the reason being,
Some things you and your girlfriend do, you cannot tell your mother. I'll leave it as that.
yeah, well, that part you don't tell mommy. And you
Yeah,
have some
I
people
Yeah.
who actually, I know somebody, and I was in the car with this person, and she's talking to her daughter, and her daughter is saying, I'm basically, doing some stuff to, turn up the heat,
uh-huh.
and she's telling her mom all the things that
Oh, but that's different though.
nobody.
That's the
No.
How
mother
would you
that's
tell?
the mother-daughter
No.
I
connection.
know, sir.
That's
No.
some things you could tell your dad that you can't tell your mom.
Yeah, but you can't. How do you get comfortable enough to tell your mommy of the freaky deaky things that you're doing?
I mean, if you was a grown woman,
No, sir.
No.
two year
Certain
olds
things.
grown woman.
No, sir.
No.
No, y'all agree or disagree on that one?
But
Talking to Facebook, you can't tell her.
what I want to know, listen, I don't know what that mother-daughter relationship is like. I only have
So
the
man
mother.
to man, you could do that to your dad. Tell your dad how you flip it like a pancake
Yeah, I would tell my dad that.
and,
What?
and swing it from the
Yes, and
chandelier.
he say, that's my boy. That's what that's my boy.
Wow.
I teach you that. Hey, well, I ain't teach you that, but
Wow.
that's my
Good,
boy.
good stuff.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I guess
that's my boy.
okay, but
Yeah,
but you
Wow.
wouldn't tell
keeping
your
the
mommy
name
that.
broad.
You wouldn't tell your mommy.
No, I wouldn't tell my mother that.
How
My
you
mother
flip it
don't
like
know.
Aunt
My
Jemima.
mommy still think I'm a virgin.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a whole baby.
Yeah,
3,
they
2,
immaculate
1, 2.
conception.
Yeah. Right. So you wouldn't tell your mommy that.
I wouldn't tell my mommy that. But I want to know what is this thing that the girl was doing that he felt comfortable telling his mom, and it's so
She
bad.
was fixing him.
Fix the
What is
fixing.
fixing?
Okay,
Like
Obey.
fix
so
his clothes?
well,
Obey.
no, like she found he came.
A bear?
No,
You don't know what
listen.
Obey
Listen,
is?
I don't want to get explicit, but he
Sorry.
came in and found her boiling
Uh
an
huh.
article of her clothes in his food. Dun dun dun
I actually
dun.
saw that on TikTok.
That is
Wow.
disgusting. I would leave you off the principle of the matter. That's nasty. What are you talking about? That's what?
Yes.
Panty soup? That's disgusting. What are you talking about?
I was trying to keep
Ew.
it cool. What's
You
wrong with
figured-
you?
Ew.
I'm taking a break. You're back in the corner, folks. We're gonna take a quick break. I can't with beats. We got more
I don't
for you.
even like
mind on
boiled
the
fish.
$100 is the seatbelt savings.
others. Hell. Wow. You don't like boiled fish?
Disgusting. No, not like that.
Oi. She literally was boiling her drawers,
Ew.
and he saw, and he when he caught her from behind, there is nothing else but the truth that had to come.
Oh, that's
I
disgusting.
no, right? You could have lied. Honestly, that's
How?
that's so out there.
What
You could have
the
lied to
frig?
me.
You could have lied, and the onion and the pepper and everything bubbling in the pot.
Oh, the onion and the
Say,
pepper boiling in the pot.
oopsie, my
No, you-
thong accidentally fell
Accident?
into the
How?
soup. Oopsie.
No, you could have swing. You could have
How?
swing me.
What
Empress.
How?
You could.
You could have swing me with that. You could have said,
True.
"Oh." Now, if it was just the one, it's harder. But if it was like 3 or 4 inside there, you could have said, "Oh, this
It's
what I
in the
yeah
food,
this
babes.
this what I used to do the cleaning."
It's in the food.
No way.
I see the onions and think if it was just a pot with
With the
just
water.
with just the Victoria's Secrets and not with
Yeah,
pot and
I
water.
think-
Okay,
I
yeah.
could be
You could
boiling
swing
them.
me and say, "Oh yeah, I was cleaning them." That's what I
Right.
used to do to sanitize it, and make
Right,
sure it's
boil,
fresh.
Yeah, hot water. The
Yeah.
gynecologist
This what I
said
used to do
put
because you know when
extremely hot water.
when I buy them because he's new. You see, when I buy them, I boil them to get the extra dye out.
Right, the thyme and the flicking, the thyme and the flicking, all spices in the pot cake.
That's the scent. You could have swing me. I ain't gonna lie. You could have
Boy,
swing
you
me
easy to get.
because I wasn't
Wow.
even thinking like that.
Beats wow.
And neither was
I wasn't
he.
even thinking like that. But the fact that you and so do you wear them? Do you go and wear it back?
I don't know. I only tell you what the dude tell me.
Like you can see the chicken in there with
Everything in the
Yes.
pot. And
Gross.
she's boiling the flicking.
Because I also hear like sometimes like there's get down there, put their hand like down there and then they just put on their neck to
What the
make
frick?
some type of pheromone. I was
Where you
like,
get
that's
this
nasty.
Oh, but then Thingam
Wait, where you
did
get
that
that
though.
from?
What's she name? Erica Badu, and she make a
TikTok is a
perfume
horrible
on that?
place.
Oh, do.
Yeah, oh do Badu.
Oh, do. Badu.
TikTok is a horrible place.
That's where you find out what they do. Go down there and dab it on their neck.
Yeah,
And what they're supposed to do.
it's supposed to be like some type of pheromone that attracts men to you because like
Ah.
the scent like sort of like I
Pum,
think
pum
what they
scent.
say the scent
Pum,
does attract
oh,
the
the
male
pum,
or
pum.
whatever.
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I
Y'all can
mean,
talk through it.
I
Y'all hearing
mean,
this?
that
I
could
look
work.
at
I can
because
see
when
that
I
one
saw it on
working.
TikTok, I was like, gross.
I can see that one working.
What's that you wearing?
My
Me.
friend.
That's what it me. Yeah.
Front.
Huh?
No, this is front by Sophia.
Yeah. Front. Yeah, front. Oh, glory be to God. Oh, do pum pum.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
question, let me get back there. Star 106 hits Julia. Music courtesy of Egyptian right there. So on a Trapsy Tuesday on Halloween, 31st day of October. Some
That's
crazy
so
things
fishy.
going on around town. We have a young man who walked in on his girl doing some very unscrupulous things with her pot of soup that she was putting some extra ingredients in, and he walked in and caught her off guard, and she basically broke down, confessing that she was doing the little, going the extra mile to make sure that her relationship with him stays intact. Now, in telling his mom, having a great relationship that he does with his mom, the mom told him, straight up, that's witchcraft and you need to leave. But he's finding it cute. Now, what's
Mm-mm.
happening is the mommy say, if you don't leave, like almost like,
It might get worse, like
wh-
escalate,
I mean,
maybe.
in terms of the boilings, or
Like she might start doing extreme measures.
more than
No.
just boiling.
Yeah.
That is true.
The
Um,
real witchcraft
yeah. So, but
will
he's
pop
finding
up.
it cute. He says, for
Mm-mm.
somebody to go to, that
That's crazy.
as an extreme measure to keep you, he's finding it cute. Whereas his
No.
mother is throwing a hissy fit as to why he needs to leave. What would you do?
I mean, the witchcraft element aside, the fact that I asked
That's
you
not
for
sanitary.
chicken sauce
And you got
and you gonna make boiled fish. That's insane to me. And then I ask you about it. I catch you making the fish, and then you
Oh,
tell me straight up,
glory be to
"Oh, I just trying to
God.
keep you. I don't want you to leave me." Word?
We couldn't just talk
It
this
must be
out
working though,
first.
because the fact that she admit that and he didn't leave, it have
He
to be
hasn't
working.
left yet, but now in talking to people and bringing it to
Empress,
people's attention, and
Empress,
everybody's looking at him like, dude,
Empress,
run.
Empress.
Uh-huh.
If you catch your gal in the middle of soaking her panties in your soup and you don't leave that day, you ain't going nowhere.
It
You ain't going
works.
nowhere. It working. It clearly works. This is concrete evidence that that works. It may or may not be witchcraft, but it works.
Maybe it
Because if
works
this boy
because you
ain't gone,
believe.
I,
So the fact that he's actually even contemplating, is that not enough that, he at least recognized it as something abnormal?
it just means that she need to add more ingredients.
Maybe
Yeah,
another style,
yeah, probably a different style. She
760
color,
probably
spices.
get the thong.
the thumb.
You gotta wear it for like a 2 days or something. I don't know. Because it must have enough juice in it. I don't know,
Wow.
but
Wow.
you gotta use more.
More
But it's
ingredients.
clearly effective
Because he has to
Fixing
because
tell.
he's
one
still
bite
there. I
piece.
Okay, so
mean,
what are you saying in essence, that if somebody was just a normal person walk in and see this, that's an automatic goodbye, right?
yes.
Yeah.
If you see this
That's a
before
red
ever
flag.
eating the soup, you are gone.
That's a
Okay?
red thumb.
What do you?
Yeah.
What do you? What do
It
you?
ain't a red flag.
Bright red.
It's a
It's,
red
it is
thumb.
one thing if I catch you doing it and the water clear and there's a bunch of them in there and you say, "Oh, you lie to me," and say, "Oh, I just cleaning them." But the fact that she said, "No, I'm
She told
doing
him.
I'm doing Aubert.
Well, she
I'm
didn't say it
practicing
like that.
Aubert to keep you in my life. I am an Aubert princess, and I want to keep you as my man." And he's like,
Are
"Oh,
you serious now?
that's so cute."
Yeah,
Nah,
but,
bro.
but
No.
What?
but he's
No.
laughing it off for true, and that's the scary part. His mother is very distraught because she can't understand why it is that he's even still contemplating whether or not this was a bad thing or not. She's gone as far as wanting to approach the girl, and the young man is not letting that
Mm.
happen. He does not want mom to have any conversation with her. But
That's the
I think that's for
fixins.
mommy safety.
That's no, that's the fixins.
how so?
Because if you have someone willing to soak their drawers in your food to keep you, what do you think is gonna happen if your mother was to go there and to tell them to stop soaking in your drawers and their son food,
She can
or B,
disappear.
leave your son?
Right.
She can vanish. She can do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
fixins.
mommy
She can
can.
boil something else in that in that
It's not.
soup.
It's not gonna end well.
Then mom can vanish.
So what happens if he stays? How does this affect his relationship with his mom? She can blame any and everything that goes on with him to something this girl got to be doing,
Yeah.
good or bad. Not
Yep.
good. If something good happens, like he win the lottery,
That's
it's
a
not.
prayers.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's prayers.
Yeah. The good is the prayers. The bad is the gal.
Oh, I got some Cisco right here. What color, y'all? What color?
What guys talk about?
uh,
Boy,
I
this
still
is
can't
serious
get
when y'all
over that
laughing, but this is
because
serious.
like again like that's a huge like that's a red flag. Like it's hot.
It's a
Like
red
if
thong,
it's
I
not if
said.
it's
That's a pink
it's a
flag or black flag
thong.
or
Like, if it's
Listen,
not.
His mom know exactly what a girl doing to him. He done fix for a long time. That's why he can't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sad because guess what happened? Whatever she boiled in the panty, in a soup gonna kill him. Just
That's
imagine
true.
she have an infection and he go drink the soup.
yeah!
He wicked. She wicked, I mean.
You hear what she said?
Homeboy
Yeah.
need to leave the girl
Did
alone.
you hear what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Look where she
but
gone
then
with
the heat would have killed the
infection.
infection though.
Yeah.
What?
The heat would have killed the infection, eh?
Beat said to tell you the heat would have killed the infection.
But I don't know. I don't
I
know.
can't with a straight
Because like
face.
I don't even.
if the red thong is
But look,
not at full
fire.
mass, it's probably at half mass. You should probably
If the
That's a
leave.
pink and frilly flag.
So,
I don't even know if I qualified enough to talk on this because my wife just cooked
I-
soup the other day.
you lie.
Yeah, babe.
better
Soupy
check,
And the
soup.
funny
better
thing
check
about
the
it
soup.
is,
Better check the
extra.
soup.
she made soup and I was taking. It was a nice vegetable soup, and I ate it. Her Grammy ate it. Her uncle
Oh,
ate
everybody
it.
had some.
Everybody
No.
had some.
Okay.
But then I was trying to take some to my sister and my mom, and they were like, "Oh no, I could." I'm like,
It's soup.
"It's soup." And I was like, "Ah." I'm like,
GG
And so
funny.
I gotta look at soup the same way.
But,
I have to check the pot every time.
but you can't see no remnants. It's not like
Oh.
vegetables where you see chunks of stuff.
anyway, let me go put on my work.
Yeah, bye. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Oh, for real, AJ, you ain't lying. That's real talk right there. I'll read it in a second. That's crazy. Basically, AJ say this ain't the first servant.
No, probably not. No,
This ain't the first servant.
this is just a serving that you catch up.
Because obviously, like Beat say, it doesn't start to work.
Yeah.
So she's just doing like the last little,
Yeah.
little.
Or maybe like she has to refresh it, like so
I can.
every few weeks
Oh
or so
my
she has to make
God.
the soup.
Oh God. Star 106 hit. Man, taking you back with little Cisco right there with the thong song. Oh my goodness gracious. AJ says, if he stays, how do you know if he's staying because she managed to fix him? Or if he stays, it's because of love. I mean, if he walks in and find the woman fixing the pot, and instead of being spooked out, he like think it's cute, he may have already ate the cuckoo soup prior and already under its effect. Now, the thing is, we talk about cuckoo soup a whole lot in our culture. We make, KB makes a great song about it. We dance to it, we laugh to it. But how many of us actually believe that there is power in the cuckoo? All right. This one says, by the sweat of your brow, you eat bread. Tell that boy to boil his left sock after a good run and consume his only sweaty sock tea, and he will break whatever fit. What are y'all dealing with? Oh wow.
Wow.
And she's so specific. She says the left, not to be confused with the right sock.
Left.
Boil the left one. My goodness, see, this thing is real. All right. Kivon says, well, in her head, she's saying that ain't the first time. You know what? I won't even repeat that one either. Y'all need to stop. So my question to you guys, in terms of maintaining a relationship with his mother, what would you do? Or what advice do you have for this young man? Go ahead, Biscuit. Hit it.
You should have that sock soup.
You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to read AJ's. AJ says, imagine finding out you only lose your man because the other woman did some kind of witchcraft on him? Do you fight for your man and try to find an antidote or for the poison? That's a great question. Or just stop eating soup. Listen to me, folks. Y'all be careful who you eat from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that is the moral of the story.
Cannot eat at
You
everyone's
you
house.
can't eat at everybody's table.
No,
Every table ain't for you.
no.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line right there. Well, y'all be safe out there. Woo, food. I'll say this again, food for thought. All right. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock. Your drive at 5 comes your way. This is a crazy world we live in. Y'all be safe and keep us locked.
Got deals on supplies for your business.
Say, a cookie ain't powerful enough because you're supposed to be in the trance. Oh, this one I wanted to finish reading. Say,
I think that
Say-
she probably have to refresh that.
say, well, in her head, she's saying that ain't the first time he eat it.
Probably isn't.
Wow. Mother sick dread. Y'all lazy. Y'all lazy. Come off my live, y'all. Come off my live. Y'all be safe.